Ladies, gentlemen, those who are not so sure, I'm Piper Cassidy, and thank you for joining me this evening. What about you, etc.? Chin chin, a nice cup of Rosie Lee. Now, ostensibly today's video is a first impression. Let me just adjust the camera. It's a first impressions video of a Burley forward blend by the name of Haunted Bookshop. Now, the reason why I wanted to try this blend was because of so many others, I'm sure, who were also influenced by the late John Harden Matches 860. I wanted to see what it's all about. I have had anyone I speak to who's tried the blend that I'm talking to seems to, even if they're Burley lovers, they seem to think it's a bit harsh. Reminds them too much of cigarettes. I've heard that comment a couple of times from a couple of different people about it. I've read a lot of people say it's quite harsh and you need to really take your time with it, otherwise you'll just taste like Marlboro Red. And nobody wants to be back smoking cigarettes or reminding them of that, so I am quite wary. But let me show you this first of all. Uncle Phil, this is the meerschaum pipe that he gave me, so I've been enjoying this pipe. It's an Hussein core. I've been really enjoying it. I think there's more colour on it since he gave it to me. That's how much I've been smoking it. It's a great pipe. He wasn't smoking it, so he sent it my way. That's yeah, like in the last video. Thanks, Phil. It's an amazing pipe. So yeah, we're gonna smoke this. So this is, I've never smoked it before, so it's completely fresh impression, yeah. I just thought it would be valuable to do the first ever smoke. I am a Burley lover. Will I like it? I don't know. First of all, where's my goddamn remote? This is the remote. First of all, let's have a look at the cut, etc. Okay, folks, welcome. We're going to look at the innards of a tin of Haunted Bookshop. There it is in all its glory. Cornell and Deal. Ordered from smokingpipes.com. Let's see what it says. Another of the late Bob Ranowski's blends named in honour of the famous novel written by Christopher Morley. Haunted Bookshop is a Burley and VA blend, Virginia blend with just a touch of Perique. So this was Matches, late John Harden's favourite blend. Some people, a lot of people I know who've smoked it say they dislike it as it reminds them too much of cigarettes. The Burleys maybe can be quite harsh, so let's open her up and see what I think. Vintage blends. She's ready for smoking, straight out of the tin. The moisture content, it's actually quite dry. Smells good. Smells like a typical Burley smell. Very earthy, very woody. A hint of nut. It's quite sweet smelling as well. It does smell like a box of cigarettes though. And it is very dry. It's alarmingly dry almost. But no, I don't think it's too dry. It's just, I wouldn't dry it out at all. So. But looks good. Nice healthy color. Let's see what she smokes like. Okay, looks good, looks alright. We shall proceed with caution. We do have enough other things to get through in this video. There's a couple of other subjects I want to talk about. So it should be an interesting video. If you stick around, yeah? Good. So far so good. Burley, yeah? Yeah. It is harsh, it is. This is an unfiltered measurement. I can see what they mean. I can see what they mean. It is very earthy. It's quite dry on the throat. It's woody, very woody. Trying just to take it very slow. So yeah, so far first impressions, very, very woody, very dry. The cut, as you saw, was extremely dry. I'll just assume that's the way it's meant to be because it's in a sealed tin. I mean, I like it. It does remind me a bit of cigarettes though. Easy to get lit, and I think that'll stay lit somehow. First impressions are great. I'm actually starting to really, yeah. Now that once you get over the initial, okay, this is gonna be dry. It just tastes like a dry, but it's actually making my mouth water now. You know that smell when you open a box of Marlboro? Remember that smell when you were a kid and you smelled your dad or your mum's cigarettes? That lovely sweet smell that intrigued you, you know? It's that smell from the tin. I don't see any problem with this, so let's smoke it down a bit. Let's have a word from our sponsors. I know it's early in the show, but we'll have a word from our sponsors and then I'll smoke this down a bit. It's a nice bit of fog tonight. One of my favourite pipes of the day is when I take the dogs out for their evening stroll. In weather like this, as long as it's not raining, there's no excuse not to get out. I'm wrapped up nice and warm, enjoying some Squadron Leader. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing, as the Swedes and Danes and Norwegians and Finns would say. Let's go, come on. I do like an English blend when the weather is this cold. Quite foggy this evening too. Certainly quite foggy. Sniffing around for female phone number PP. Hope you're having a good night, folks. All the best. Hope you enjoyed that. We've been enjoying the snow. It just melted today, so it's gone. But yeah, really enjoying this. It is harsh. It certainly packs a punch on the old nicotine scale, I think, anyway. I've had just eaten a large meal, and I can certainly, feel the nicotine. Not in a negative way, I know that I'm ingesting nicotine. You know that feeling. Very nice. Very nice. It's not in my top 5, I don't think. It's not jumped up there, but it is very enjoyable for a burly kick if you're looking for that. It's very earthy, woody, dry on the throat and in the mouth. Yeah, you don't get that mouth coating that you sometimes would with other blends. Will taste like ash if you smoke it fast, so don't do that. Don't do that. I'll tell you about a tobacco that has jumped in my top 5 though, and that's Revoir plug. Revoir plug. REVOR plug. It's really good. Made now by Samuel Gawith, or Gawith and Hogarth. I think it was previously made by the Manchester pipe tobacco manufacturer in Manchester. I think the Japanese group took over for a while. I'm not making much sense, am I? But Revoir plug is a Kentucky and Virginia, I think, plug, which is one of a Lakeland, so it has a bit of a Granny Snickers topping to it, but it has something extra. There's like orange oil or clove oil or something like that too. I can't put my finger on what it is. I'd love to know. I'll probably try and find out. Hopefully I will. But having smoked Revoir plug 3 times in my life, it is in my top 5 tobaccos. Definitely. I love it. I will make sure I don't run out of it. It's the Kentucky's. It's really strong, really bold flavor. I know we're meant to be talking about the Burley here, but the Haunted Bookshop. But yeah, just thought you should know, if you haven't tried Revoir plug and you like Kentucky's, go for it. It does have a bit of a Lakeland essence to it, but just try it. It's bloody marvellous. We'll continue to smoke this Haunted Bookshop. There's a couple of things I need to tell you. I think we should talk about. First of all, there's a guy I discovered, not me, I'm gonna make this guy rich. I discovered him, he's a great guy. No, not like that. What I mean is, I had not heard of him before, so I discovered him for myself. Ariège is an area in France. I'm not too sure. I think it's North France. I think it's pronounced Ariège. Ariège, but it's Ariège pipe smoker. That is A for Alpha, R for Romeo, I for Indigo, E for Echo, G for Golf, and E for Echo. Ariege, pipe smoker. Ariège, ça va bien, merci. Ariège pipe smoker. Check out his channel, fantastic. He is an Englishman. I believe I detect a West Country accent, maybe Devon, or I'm just shooting in the dark here. I always manage to offend people, just thinking Eric Weaver was Canadian, and thinking Chris Rambling Dilettante was from New Zealand for some reason. I like to do that, but so I could be wrong. But I think I detect a Somerset or Devon accent. Don't know his first name. Check him out. The reason I came across his channel is I saw a video that was teaching you how to, if you don't have a noodle press, how to make like a thin log plug of tobacco. And he was using Kentucky, which interested me. So he may have similar tastes. He was using Burley, Virginia, Kentucky, and he had stoved those tobaccos, I believe. And then he was also adding some untreated leaves so that it would repopulate the enzymes of the tobacco. Because when you stove them, obviously it makes everything sterile. So he was like being quite scientific about the whole thing and made a lot of sense what he was doing. And he just seems like he knows, you know, he knows his stuff, and it's a good channel. He started making T-shirts, look really cool actually. And I believe they managed to spell correctly on those T-shirts, eh Tim? Go to Hermit Piper's site. He recently got a T-shirt, I think, and it spells, there's a spelling mistake. I'm just taking the piss. Don't mind me taking the piss. Up the Irish, not like us to take the piss out of people, is it? But we can take it too, you know. So yes, I believe his T-shirts don't have spelling mistakes, so they're worth investing in. And they're pipe smoking T-shirts. I believe he makes music as well. There's a link to his SoundCloud or something like that on one of his videos too. There's not too many videos to get through so far. I think he's only been making videos for a month or 2 months, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that. It could be longer, probably way longer. I don't know. But go and Ariège pipe smoker, Ariège pipe smoker. Go and take a look and give him a sub if you like it. Yeah, tell him your Uncle Cass sent you. You know, you don't have to, but just go and check it out. He's bloody brilliant chap. He seems like a really dead-on guy, as we say here. So that's the first thing I wanted to ramble on about. That should have only taken me a minute to tell you, but you know, I talk a lot. The other thing I wanted to mention is a tip, and it's not my tip to give you, it's just something I do along with a lot of pipe smokers, but it really does benefit me, and so I thought I'd share it. I know that Chris Mutton Chop Piper did a video, or did mention this on one of his videos, but you know the way when you get about halfway to 3/4 the way down your bowl and it starts to taste a bit like shite? Well, that's usually because you're drawing air. Well, the tobacco is a bit acrid at that stage anyway, but you're also drawing the air through the ash that's sitting on top of your ember. So, makes sense to get rid of it. So whenever you hit that 3/4 or halfway down your bowl, or whenever you want, you can do it at any stage. Just get your pick tool. I know, you already know this, I know, but it's for the people who don't. And just scrape out and, you know, loosen the grey and white ash, and then turn it upside down and tap it out. And then you might want to, you know, rejig and then tamp down and then relight. And I promise it'll smell at least 30% better. Works for me, works for a lot of pipe smokers. I managed to get the haunted bookshop from smokingpipes.com with no issues. If you have any questions, send me an email. I also managed to get Golden Extra McBaron from there. So yeah, that's just a tip then that I thought I should share, because why not? I know it's all been said before, but yeah, just thought I've been doing it more recently. I've been smoking a lot of burley blends, and it tends to go a bit acrid 3/4 of the way down burley, I find. Pardon me. The other thing I wanted to talk about, this is actually getting sweeter as I smoke it further. This is about halfway down now. And it is actually getting sweet. It almost tastes like a Virginia sometimes. I didn't bring the tin with me. I was going to check. Maybe there is a bit of Virginia in there. I can certainly see what the fuss is about and why John liked the stuff so much. John really liked Golden Extra as well. Or was it... No, yeah, it was Golden Extra that he liked. Ariège, pipe smoker, the t-shirts he makes, he's actually doing a VR thing. You can win one of the t-shirts. I can't exactly remember the details of it. I might join in. So anyway, the final thing that I wanted to talk about is actually quite important, folks. Jesus, fuck. Oh, she's hot. It's quite important. And it's just, you know, the fact that it comes so soon after the call to care stuff. I would like to think that people will respond accordingly. If they can. So, Chris, our friend Chris, the rambling dilettante, his brother is a type 2 diabetic, I think. Oh, God, whichever one's more serious, type 1 or type 2. Anyway, if you want to go to Chris's YouTube channel, the rambling dilettante, I'll leave a link. But if you want to watch the video where he describes what's happening with his brother, Zach, but the long and short of it is, he was getting swelling of the legs, groin area, feet, shins, knees, I believe. And when he was taken to the doctor assumed, and you should never assume things, especially when it comes to shit like that, just assumed that it was diabetic, related to his diabetes, and sent him home. This is my version of the story. I think it's correct. So a week had passed then, and everything got worse. So Chris brought him back into the hospital, and they did a proper check, and found out that he has some heart condition, which would have went undiagnosed had it not been for Chris's insistence. So gotta love Chris, gotta love, I'm sure Zach is, you know, I'm sure he's happy with his brother back in, got diagnosed with this heart problem. Anyway, so then he's unable to work, Zach. He's in his late 20s. He is having to get some funds raised, is the long and short of it, because the treatment is expensive. So Chris has set up a GoFundMe, which I'll also link in the bucket. I've donated what I think I can. Many other people have as well. I think they're $700 in to 15 grand is what they're trying to raise. So yeah, if you watch Chris's channel, you're as fond of the guy as I am. He's asking us for help. Not much, just you don't have to give something that you can't give. Just give what you can. Don't look at what everyone else is donating and then do it on that. Just give what you can. A couple of coffees, a few coffees. Just think of it as that. Something, whatever you'd spend in Starbucks over a couple of months. Yeah. It's for a good cause, folks. So like I say, I'll leave a link to Chris, his site. I'll leave a link to Ariège Pipe Smoker's site too, because I bloody love the guy. Don't know his name and I love the guy. And I'll leave a link to the GoFundMe on this video as well in the bucket. That's it really, folks. That's all I wanted to cover. Let's talk more about this briefly. She's gurgling like a... See, this is why I like filtered pipes. And it also would take the edges off the strength of the burley, but... Ah, it didn't work. Ooh, I don't have any nose hairs left. I really like this. It reminds me of a blend, but I can't remember which. It reminds me of a Virginia. It really does. It reminds me of there's got to be Perique in here as well. There's got to be a touch of Perique because there's raisins and stuff too. And the further down the bowl I get, like I said, it's tending to get a bit sweeter and less dry and sharp. I've really enjoyed it, and I will be obviously smoking the rest of the 2-ounce tin. The Americans work in ounces, don't they? What's in an ounce? 28 grams? $9. $9. I believe they're having, smokingpipes.com is having a promotional period on Presbyterian mixture, if you're into your Englishes. Isn't it in English? I haven't tried it. $25% off or something. Yeah. Oh, God. Yes, I remember now what Ariège Pipe Smoker wanted us to say. The VR was, what have you done in the past while, like during COVID, to better yourself? Or what knowledge have you gained, or have you taken up any hobbies, or what have you done to improve your life, or something like that along those lines? And I have absolutely nothing to say to that. Really though? Really? That's not true. Me and the wife purchased a rowing machine. Otherwise known as an argometer. Whenever I was a younger man, I used to scull, which is the single boats in rowing. Not competitively. Well, yes, there were competitions, but I wasn't of any decent, high standard or anything. Just local. My father still rows. He rows as a veteran now. He's in his 70s, early 70s, and he's fit as a fiddle. So he is. I really hope that I am destined to, end up like him. I'm very proud of my father. of his drive. He seems to have drive. I think deep down he has the same problems I do, but he claims not to. He claims not to. Yeah. But I envy his drive. He has a lot of drive. He's very positive most of the time. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I've been rowing away, trying to do 5k in the evening. 5k rowing 5k is a lot easier than running 5k. So it's not like, Jesus, Cass, you're really fit, man. I mean, I'm not, yeah, I'm not terribly fit, but I'm not out of shape, I don't think. The wife's the same. Above average fitness level. Wouldn't get out of breath running up a few flights of steps, you know? So that's all that I would have said if I was going to make a VR to that. I'm not going to count this as a VR to it. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out his channel. I'd love to know his first name. I might actually, he seems a really interesting guy. He knows a lot about techniques on how to make your own twist plug tobacco. It's like a hybrid of a rope and a plug. He knows how to stove. He's made his own Cavendish. He on that check out his channel. These videos are all here, there, everywhere. He's a musician. He makes like trancey stuff. You wouldn't think that to look at. Well, you would. You can see there's a wee bit of. I think he would have partied in the 90s, and probably still, same as me. And well, I was more the noughties. But check out his channel, give him a sub, and enter the VR to get the pipe smoking t-shirt with the correct spellings on it. And don't forget to tip your ass out if your pipe starts tasting like an old man's arse. Or maybe you like that, I don't know. But anyway, folks, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You've been wonderful. I've been Cass Piper Cassidy. Hope you have a wonderful week. Oh, another thing. I'm very excited. About our next guest on the Zoom chats. So, I don't even know, should I tell you? No, I should tell you, it's exciting. So, none other than Jack the Piper has agreed to do a Zoom. I was thinking that he wouldn't, because check his channel out. I'll leave a link as well. But he doesn't really appear on camera usually. He's very arty with his style and doesn't really appear on camera. Recently he released a very interesting video on the health and smoking. Check it out. He's created like a guard for the roof of your mouth to prevent any damage to the roof of your mouth. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea. Check it out. And he does speak over that video. I believe that's the first video where he's used his own voice audio. So, is my Zoom meeting with Jack the Piper going to be the first time that he shows us his face? It was me. It was me. Oh, me. Yeah. Yep. I take all the credit. No, I'm only joking. Thanks, Jack, or your real name's not Jack. I don't even know. I mean, I have it, but the pronunciation, I think he's, again, I'm going to put my foot in it. I think he's Italian. He's probably from Brazil. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Friday night. Me and Jack the Piper are going to have a wonderful conversation. Hopefully you guys will tune in and watch that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Should be great. Hopefully speak to you guys soon anyway. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Toodle pip!